Hello everyone. I hope all of you are doing amazingly well. I'm also doing pretty good. This is CA Yash Jain from QuintEdge. At QuintEdge, we have helped thousands of students to clear their CFA exams in one go. These students, while preparing with us and even before starting to prepare with us, had multiple doubts related to CFA exams. So what I've done is I've compiled all their doubts into one single video and created a video called as On About CFA Exams. So firstly, let me give you structure for this video. So firstly, we'll be discussing what is CFA, a basic introduction to CFA. Then I'll be talking about industries in which typically CFA works, then eligibility criteria so that you can check are you eligible or not. Then we'll be discussing course details like what all subjects we have to study and why we are studying those subjects. Then exam details, exam month, number of questions, exam pattern, etc. Then fees that you have to pay to CFA Institute, and then salary. Okay, so this salary is typically for a candidate who have completed level 1 or level 2 or level 3 and have done their graduation or about to complete their graduation in some time from not so good college, from mediocre level college. So how much salary you can expect after completing various levels of CFA when you have done your graduation from not so good college. Okay, so let us get started. Firstly, let us talk about what is CFA. So CFA is ultimately a course on portfolio creation and portfolio management. To do that, you need to learn about various asset classes. To create a portfolio, you need to know about equity, fixed income, derivatives, real estate, commodities, now modern day assets like digital currencies. You have to know about these assets. You should be learning how do you evaluate these assets. You combine them together, give them weight into your portfolio, create a portfolio, and then you manage it. So ultimately, because you have to learn about all the asset classes to learn to create a portfolio, it opens lots of doors for you, right? Because you will be learning about all the asset classes, so you can get into various domains of finance, right? Maybe you can get into investment banking, you can get into equity research, you can get into trading, you can get into consultancy. More on this in the next slide. Now, since this course emerges from USA, it is offered by CFA Institute USA. The quality of the content is really good and recognition is all over the world. This is the best broad-based course for finance. Okay. Now, in fact, there are more than 196 charter holders that are currently working across the globe, and they are working in more than 162 markets. So that tells you about global recognition, right? Now, to get your CFA charter holder, you need 2 years of relevant work experience, and you have to clear level 1, level 2, level 3 exam. These exams test your ability, test your knowledge on fundamentals of investment tools, your quants and economics and financial statement analysis, then valuing an asset, equity valuation, derivative valuation, fixed income valuation. Then it talks about management of portfolio, because creating these assets together, combining these assets together, you create a portfolio, and then portfolio management also falls within a broader term that is wealth planning. Okay, so you learn about all these things. Now let us discuss typically in which CFA work, the industries here CFA work. So CFA typically are found to be working in portfolio management because that's the ultimate purpose of learning CFA. Then we also work in investment banking, we also work in consultancy, research, credit analysis, trading, financial planning, wealth management, and nowadays fintech. Institute, especially in last 1.5 years, has started to pay lots of attention to fintech, especially the digital currencies. So you'll find various webinars from institutes and on these fintech, on these digital assets. Okay. Now let us move ahead and let us talk about eligibility criteria. This is where many students get confused. So listen to me carefully. In case you are done with your bachelor's degree, you are eligible, no questions asked. In case you are pursuing your bachelor's, so there should be 23 months or less from the last month of your graduation. So suppose you are going for a 3-year plan, you're done with your first year, you are left with 2 years, that is 23 months or less, then you can register for CFA level 1 exam, give it, clear it. But for CFA level 2, you need to complete your graduation. Okay. So you have to complete your graduation, then only you will be allowed for sitting to level 2 exams and level 3 exams. Now, along with this, in case you don't have a bachelor's degree, you are not even pursuing it, you should have 4,000 hours of work experience or education combined. 1 year of education is equals to 1000 hours approximately. Okay. Many students ask me, is my internship articleship accepted as work experience? Answer is yes. Especially CA candidates ask me. So yes, it is accepted in case it is a paid internship. Chartered accountancy candidates generally go for paid internship. So yes, it is allowed. Okay. Now, along with satisfying any of these criteria, you should have a valid international passport. Valid means it should not be expired passport, right? Your passport should have some validity left at the time of registering. Now, please make sure, see, institute, while you are registering, will not ask you for any proof. Whatever you say, they will believe you. But going ahead, in case they have reasons to doubt, they can always ask you for proof. Even after 5-10 years of completing your CFA, in case institute doubts your credibility, they doubt that you have not spoken the truth, then they can ask you for proof of work experience, proof of completing bachelor's degree, and you have to provide it. In case you don't, or you provide false proof, they can revoke your certification. So please make sure you don't use any false basis to get registration for CFA. Okay. Now let us move ahead and let's talk about course details. So in total, you have to study 10 subjects. First and foremost, in the entire finance domain, you are dealing with someone else's money, right? So you should be very ethical. So institute focuses a lot on ethics and professional standards. In fact, you will see the weightage is around 20% in level 1, 15% in level 2, and 15% in level 3. So very high weightage for ethics. Then you learn about the tools to do investment analysis. So quantitative methods, economics, financial statement analysis, and corporate issuers. These are all the tools that you need to do investment analysis of equity, fixed income, derivative, and alternate investments. Once you combine these assets together, you create a portfolio, and portfolio management also falls within a broader term, wealth planning. So these are designed in such a way, ultimately you will be able to do portfolio management, wealth management. But since you learn about all these things, financial analysis, you can make your career into many fields. Like you can go into equity research, you can go into bond research or fixed income security research. You can go into alternative investments, like you can go into commodities, you can go into trading. All these things are possible because you are getting such broad-based knowledge. Okay. Now, let us move ahead. Let's talk about exam details. CFA level 1 exams are held 4 times in a year: Feb, May, August, November. Level 2 exams are held 3 times in a year: May, August, November. Level 3 exams are held 2 times in a year: Feb and August. Minimum duration between 2 exams should be 6 months. So in case you go for February exam and you are not able to clear level 1 because of whatsoever reason, you cannot go for May attempt. You need to have 6 months gap between the exams. You should be able to appear for August attempt or November attempt. Okay. In case you are able to clear level 1 exam, then also you won't be able to sit for May exam. There should be minimum 6 months gap. So on an average, if you do the calculation, it will take you around 18 months to complete all 3 levels in case you are able to clear exams in one go. All these exams have no negative marking, are divided into 2 sessions of approximately 2.5 hours. First session and second session. First session for level 1 will have 90 questions. In total, there will be 180 questions. So 90 plus 90. For level 2, there will be 22 item sets, 11 item set. One item set have 4 questions. So 44 questions in first session and 44 questions in second session. These are also MCQ based. Then for level 3, it gets slightly difficult because you have to write answers, constructed response question. So there will be 5 to 6 essay type question in session 1 and 5 to 6 essay type question in session 2, along with 5 to 6 MCQs, along with 5 to 6 MCQs in session 2. Okay. So level 1, level 2, entirely MCQ. Level 3, there will be some questions for that you have to write answers, and some questions there will be MCQs. Okay. Please make sure while sitting for CFA L1 and L3 exams, you do not leave any question unticked, unmarked, because there is no negative marking. It doesn't make any sense to leave any question, right? Even if you don't know the answer, please make your best estimate, tick the answer. At the most, it will be wrong. That's perfectly fine. But there is always some probability that even you are making guess, you'll be able to tick the correct answer. Okay. This adds up to your marks. Now let us move ahead and let's talk about fees. See, fees is on higher side. I understand this. When you compare CFA fees in isolation, But when you start comparing it with MBA or some other courses, then this still seems cheaper. Okay. So you need to pay fees between $900 to $1,200 plus GST. So $900 in case you register early and $1,200 in case you register late. Early bird registration is open from approximately 9 months before exam to 6 months before exam. So the registration opens 9 months before, and if you register in 9th month, 8th month, 7th month before exam, you are eligible for early bird discounts, that is $900 plus GST. In case you register late, that is less than 6 months are pending for your exams. So 6 months, 5th month and 4th month, you are able to register, but you have to pay higher fees, that is known as standard registration of $1,200 plus GST. So this amount roughly translates to $1,062 on lower side, 900 plus 18% GST, and on higher side 1,200 plus 18% GST, 1,460. Along with this, you have to pay registration fees of $350 one time. Okay, only one time at the time of registry for level 1. Now, please listen to me very carefully. In case you need a financial assistance, you can make an application to institute describing your situation, and they will give you a scholarship. After scholarship, your effective fees is reduced from $900, $1,200 to $50 to $350. Link for that is in description. And for Indian candidates especially, you can avail these exams in the form of EMIs. So EMI is made available. There is some other institute, some other party that is into banking that gives you these loans. So what you have to do is, you have to visit CFA website. The link is in description. All the details related to EMI is made there. So you can take 6 months and anything beyond that up to 2 years of EMI. Okay. CFA Institute is not providing this loan. Some other party, Eduvance, is providing this loan to candidates who wants to pursue CFA. Okay. Now with that being said, let us talk about salary. Median salary for a fresher who have done his graduation or about to complete his graduation from not so good college, mediocre level college. So this encompasses most of us. Okay. In case you have completed your level 1, I expect you will be paid somewhere around 5 to 8 lakh rupees, right? Depending upon skills you have, depending upon from which college you have done your graduation, even if it's tier 2 or tier 3, in case it has some recognition, then you will be offered salary somewhere between this range. In case you have completed level 2, then your salary will be between 8 to 12 lakh rupees. And in case you have completed level 3, then your salary will be more than 12 lakh rupees. Okay. I have not given you the upper limit. This is mediocre range, right? Your salary can become 9, 10, 11 lakhs. Your salary can go 18, 20, 25 lakhs, 30 lakhs also. But this is on median level what we have seen. Okay. So this is all about CFA exam. I hope I am able to help you to decide whether to go for CFA or not. And in case you have any doubts related to CFA exam, please reach us in the comment section below, or you can directly call us and we'll be happy to help. Till next time, thank you. Bye-bye. See ya.